I'm here with Bobby Gillis, local banker. Bob, we're here at Cape Ann Savings Bank. And how long have you been in banking, and how long have you been here at Cape Ann Savings Bank?
I've been in banking, it'll be 36 years next month, Joe, and I've been at this particular bank for 36 years, so
wow.
A long time. And you're only 36 years old, so you don't even remember.
I'm a little older than that, but yeah, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You're vice president here.
I'm a vice president.
Yeah.
We have a few of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how did you start out as a teller, I imagine?
Yes, I did. Yep, which is the best experience that I could have had to learn this business.
Yep.
It's a great experience, and also the hardest job in the bank.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
You
There's
have to
the
balance
front line.
every day. Exactly. You're on the front line dealing with customers. You're the face of the bank, and you have to balance your account every day. So
there you go.
It's not easy.
Well, I want to talk about, we like to highlight local businesses, and I never really did anything with the banks, but in light of Bank of America and this fee, there's a lot of outrage right now. This is one of the banks that has been bailed out. They've been bailed out with government money. They made bad loans to begin with. They weren't very judicious with their assessment of risk. Got bailed out by the government, our taxpayer money, and now to help pay off whatever their financial failings are, they want to charge their customers $5 a month to use a debit card. Now, is that something that you guys do here?
No, we don't.
No,
we don't. And part of that is most of our accounts are no fee accounts. We've got a no fee checking account, and we don't charge much in the way of fees at all. And the reason is that our bank has, like most of the community banks in this area, we survive on what's known as the spread. And the spread is the difference between what we charge on our loans and what we pay to our depositors for interest. And banks like Bank of America, the large national banks, in recent years have been getting away from relying on the spread to survive as a financial institution. And so what they do is they focus more on fee income that you just alluded to. And the fee income is a nice steady source of income. They're getting it across the board. It's predictable, and they've focused more on that. Now, the other reason that this $5 fee came into play is a thing called the Durbin Amendment, which is part of the big Dodd-Frank bill, financial bill that came into play over the course of the last year. And you can't really blame them. Their costs are increasing, so that's one of the reasons they're passing on that fee. We have not chosen to do anything along those lines. Not to say that we won't have to at some point, because we're affected by this too. So if our expenses rise to a point, we may need to do something. I don't expect to see $5 charges for individual transactions, but we may have to do something with that. But generally speaking, it's a good thing for our bank, for our customers, and for most of the local banks that we're not very fee-centered.
Yeah. So what are some of the other benefits to local banking as opposed to regional or national banking?
Primarily, Joe, it's you know who you're dealing with. I'm a vice president, but you have any kind of an issue with the simplest transaction, you can pick up the phone or shoot an email to me and chew me out or ask me a question or whatever it may be, and you know how to get in touch with me. And I've been a customer of Bank of America. Most people have in some way, shape, or form, whether it's a credit card, mortgage, whatever the case may be. And obviously, it's not easy to talk to a live person necessarily. You're going to be passed around a little bit, and it's hard to get an answer sometimes, and that's the difficulty with the large banks. Now, in their defense, they have a lot to offer in areas of the most advanced state-of-the-art technology and things like that. They have every product imaginable, so there's a wide range of products. They have a lot of ATMs, a lot of branches. So they have some advantages that we can't offer, but the primary thing that we can offer is expertise, very competitive rates, right there with the big banks, and people that you can deal with on a personal level.
And the fees are nowhere near what you get nickeled and dimed on every little thing.
Absolutely right. Yeah, we try to make a point to keep the fees down very low.
So I mean, things aren't equal to begin with because there's less fees here. But on top of that, if people decide that they've had enough with the Bank of America, you come down here, you open up an account, and you're not just supporting, you're doing something good for the whole community because you have tellers, there's all kinds of benefits to doing business locally. I don't advocate for just doing local business for the sake of doing local business if some place out of town is doing a much better job.
Sure.
But in this case, I feel our local banks like Rockport, here, Bank Gloucester, we deserve this business, especially at this time. So thank you for your time. Thank you for making it simple for us because it can get complicated and complex for people.
No, of course. The big banks have the advantage they have marketing advantages. It's a different thing. We don't have the reach that they have, obviously, but on many levels we're toe to toe with those large banks, and we love to compete with them. So,
thanks so much, Bob.
My pleasure, Joe.